This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. This is Kaplan and Crew along with Grande and the Brown Man, and we come to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. We're just getting rolling on a Monday afternoon after a weekend where we saw two incredible games yet again. So the week before, divisional round, all four games insane. We never thought we'd be able to duplicate it. And I'm not saying this weekend did exactly that, but shocker in Kansas City that the Cincinnati Bengals go into KC, they're down big, and they make this furious comeback and beat the Chiefs on their home field at Arrowhead Stadium. And then, of course, the nightcap yesterday, the Rams, and we were just talking about it, the stadium overrun with 49er fans. But ultimately, even though the Niners had a lead going into the fourth quarter, credit to Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, that organization, they found a way to come back, amp up the pressure on defense, and ultimately win the NFC Championship game on their home field to go to the Super Bowl on their home field. Never in NFL history had a team won a Super Bowl on their home field until last year when Tampa Bay did it. And now here we are with the Rams having an opportunity to do it on their home field this year. Browner, Grande, I will tell you guys this. You have to, as a sports fan, you got to appreciate at least the storyline of it all, right? That the Rams said a year ago, yesterday, 1 year ago, Jared Goff can't be our guy. We got to get a different quarterback, a veteran quarterback. The story of McVay being vacationing down in Cabo, Matthew Stafford vacationing in Cabo, Andrew Whitworth, the left tackle of the Rams, putting that together. Oh, by the way, Andrew Whitworth was staying in the house of a very famous San Diego business guy. Name's not that important. Point is, there's a little connection there. Whitworth says to McVay, hey, my boy Stafford's here. You guys should meet. And before you know it, before the weekend is over, the deal is done for the Rams to get Matthew Stafford when the Niners were thinking all along they were getting Matthew Stafford. So when you think about what the Rams did, get Matthew Stafford, put him, get rid of Jared Goff. When during the season, they go out and they get Von Miller, which when he came in, he was damaged goods. And there was the storyline of what kind of teammate he was in Denver. Then they go out and get Odell Beckham, which I know for me, I doubted that move because I thought he was a diva and was a locker room cancer. And boy, he has proven me wrong. And then the final piece of the puzzle, which is really amazing and has a whole local San Diego connection to it all, Eric Weddle coming out of retirement. Grande, you said 2 weeks ago, if Weddle's on the field, the Rams have a problem. Dude, he's never coming off the field.
Dude, he played pretty well, too.
Dude, for a guy who's 2 years removed from the NFL to come off the streets, I don't care what kind of shape he was in. Cam Akers came back from an injury. He fumbled the ball twice. Eric Weddle's come back from 2 years, and Eric Weddle has been a critical part of the defense for the Rams. So for me, there are a lot of great storylines. And if the Rams finish this thing off and win the Super Bowl on their home field, that will add to these storylines. I find the story to be fascinating. I love it. And by the way, I also love the story of Cincinnati. Young coach, young quarterback, young superstar wide receiver, underdogs the whole way. A terrible franchise rising up from a 4-win season a year ago. These are incredible storylines. What do you guys think?
I think we got to pump the brakes on the whole. Like they went all in, and now it's a success. Because let me ask you a question: what have they done so far that Jared Goff wasn't able to do in 2018?
No, they still haven't. They still have not done what that Rams team did when they went to Atlanta and they lost the Super Bowl to New England and Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
For them to really, really accomplish the goal and for it all to be a monster success, the Rams must win this game. Getting to the Super Bowl is nice. Getting to the Super Bowl will be great for the Rams' business going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the Super Bowl will be great to build a fan base moving forward so that what happened yesterday doesn't happen in the future. But if they don't win this game, this whole season, for all of the success that they've had to get to this point, it won't be considered a success if they don't finish the job.
I mean, that's the only thing that's left to do. And the only thing is the hardest thing to do, to win that final game. And
It-
until they do that, there's still questions about Stafford. He did throw that ball that was ready to get intercepted. There's still questions about Sean McVay and coming back from a deficit. He did it against Shanahan, big monkey off his back. But I still think that at the end of the day, for the Rams, like if the Bengals lose, I don't think it's that big a deal because no one's expecting them to ever be there.
Yeah,
The
no,
fact
the
that they're
pressure's on
there,
the Rams.
the fact that they're there is a massive surprise. The Rams
Right.
were expected to be there. They were the favored, second best odds in the NFC. And me and Browner never bought into the hype. But the fact is, the national media, Vegas odds makers, expected the Rams to be there. They made moves to solidify them being there. They've paid off so far. But at the end of the day, you got to go win this game or you fail the season.
If I work in the business side of the Rams office, I don't give a damn what happens next. It's been a major success
Yeah.
for me. If I'm Stan Kroenke, I don't give a damn what happens next. This has been a major success for me. I built this palace, and the first Super Bowl we're gonna play in it, we playing in it. And I'm selling hats, T-shirts, jackets, pom poms, flags, bumper stickers. We selling everything. We finna blanket the Los Angeles community. All the homeless people on Skid Row. Here's a Rams hat. Whatever it takes. So if I'm on the business side, huge success. If I'm in that locker room, if I put a helmet on, I run on that field, we don't win the Super Bowl, huge failure.
Yeah. You're listen. Let me before we get deeper into the game and what happened yesterday. Let me just put it in a San Diego / Chargers, Rams, LA, NFL perspective for a minute, and I just want to bring this up. So look, in 2016 or was it 17 when the Chargers officially left? I think which year was it, Alex? Was it the 16
17.
season? Okay, well, okay, thank you. The Rams had already been in LA. The Rams got to LA before the Chargers got to LA. When the Chargers officially announced that they were leaving for LA, I remember being on the airwaves of 1090 and I said this: the best thing that you could do as a Charger fan, if you want to hurt the Chargers because you are hurt that they left us, the best thing you could do is become a Rams fan. I thought at first it was like become a Raiders fan. And then I thought, well, just become a fan of any team, because there were a lot of San Diego Charger fans that were saying, hey, I'll come to your team and I'll be a fan of your team. Tell me why I should. And it's like, okay, nobody needs to sit here and recruit you. What I was saying on the radio was, if you are a Charger hater, the best thing you could do, that's the most anti-Charger thing you could do, is become a Rams fan. Because in LA, these two teams would be essentially competing for your dollars, for your eyeballs. And so I thought from day one, being a Rams fan was the best thing you could do to be an anti-Charger fan. As a matter of fact, Alex, was it 2016 when you and I went and we broadcast from Rams training camp? It was their first training camp at UC
Yes.
Irvine. Yeah. And so we jumped on that bandwagon and it wasn't because, hey, I love the Rams. It was because I have hatred now for the Chargers. So the hatred for
became
the
their
Chargers,
affiliate.
right? We actually at 1090 said, what's the best thing we could do to try and not help or support or even hurt the Chargers? Best thing we could do? Let's get the Rams games on our station, which we did in year one. And I mean, this moment in time, the Rams go all in to try and make it to the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl's at SoFi Stadium. And the Rams accomplish the goal of at least getting to the Super Bowl right now. And the Chargers season ended, what was it, 4 weeks ago when they lost to the Raiders? 3-4 weeks ago at least, right? So the Chargers have been on the back burner. No one's talking about them. No one's seeing them. They're invisible in the community, right? All the while, the Rams are playing a home game at SoFi in the playoffs, going on the road and knocking out Tom Brady in Tampa and taking down the Super Bowl champions, coming home miraculously, facing San Francisco, who'd beaten them twice this year, 6 straight times. And I say miraculously because San Francisco had to go to Green Bay to win. The Rams had to go to Tampa Bay to win. Who knew that the Rams would ever have a chance to host the NFC Championship game this season? They did. And think about, as much as we can talk about a Niner fan takeover, think about what the Rams and where they are right now, what that means to a sports fan in LA that had no football in that town for 22 years, didn't have some celebration when the Rams came back and they were like, oh, I'm just automatically a Rams fan. The Rams fans, or those fringe fans who were looking to become Rams fans, come on, get me. Do something, get me. Well, they did something for you. They won the NFC Championship on their home field against a team that had beaten them 6 straight times, and they're in the Super Bowl in SoFi Stadium. This is an opportunity, Browner, to your point. If I'm working on the business side, not the football side, the business side, I'm already talking to the big sponsors next year about their suites and about season ticket packages and about corporate sponsorship and all kinds of stuff that winning football teams and those that are ingrained in their community, they get. And the Rams are about to get all of that. And that is going to make things infinitely more difficult from a business perspective for the Chargers. What do you guys think?
I think if the Rams win the Super Bowl, it's over for the Chargers. And I know that sounds like hyperbole. That sounds like I'm puffing it up, but that's true. Like, they already had a bad reputation coming in. Their owners are historically cheap. Their organization appears to be wildly dysfunctional. And here, the other team in the building, the other team in the city, they're literally in the Super Bowl in your home city. Like that, like last year was the first time it happened. Now, the fact that it's happened back-to-back years is hilarious, but look at what they've built. Look at what they've done. Look at the momentum that they are building. And if you're looking at the other side, if you're the Chargers, like, what are you selling today? Like, what are you pitching to your sponsors next year? Who are you calling to try to get your ticket sales boosted?
Well, that's a great question. That's a great question because if you're on the receiving end of that call and you're like, "Hey, Charger guy, how you doing? Yeah, so I've been talking to the Rams guys too, and I don't know, but I mean, they're in the Super Bowl in their home stadium. They just won the NFC Championship against their rival, San
And
Francisco
you're getting
versus
sued
LA.
again on TMZ.
Right, and you got your nephew suing you because you're screwing them over. You got your sister, suing you, and you got a team that's got a star quarterback, but 2 years in a row hasn't made the playoffs. And Joe Burrow, in his second year, coming off a massive injury in his first year, that
With
kid
less
is
talent.
that kid has led the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl. So, Charger guy, thank you for the call. I think I'm going to go over to the Rams side. Thank you.
And I know the first year that they moved over here, it was very shaky start with Jeff Fisher and they fired him. But, since Sean McVay took over, that's what, 5 years now? That's 2 Super Bowls. So when you're like, when Browner, you're like, do something, or whoever said, like, do something to make me that fan. How about 2 Super Bowls in 5 years? Like, at least if you didn't win it, but you got there and now you're there again.
Right.
And now you're at home.
Yeah.
So, dude, everything has aligned this year for the Rams. Like, we're talking about, I've been seeing a lot of Team of Destiny with the Bengals. And maybe, honestly, because that's a shocker. I think it's a massive shocker that they're there.
Mhm.
But as far as alignment goes, like from the beginning, let's not forget, the Niners went after Stafford. Kyle Shanahan wanted Stafford. He was
Thought he
pissed.
had him.
Thought he had him. He was pissed. Should have gone to Cabo, bro, because McVay got him. And so that was step one. And we all know the moves ever since there. And even from like the Niners beating the Packers and hosting the NFC Championship game, it's like, yeah, you didn't have your full Rams house thing, but everything just seems to be aligning perfectly for the Rams to cap this off.
Yeah. I will tell you guys that I find the story to be absolutely fascinating because more often than not, when teams make these moves and they go all in, I just don't really remember that often where things work out. For example, I mean, you look at the Brooklyn Nets, injuries or personalities or lucky shot or foot's out of bounds, whatever, it happens. You look at the Lakers. The Lakers thought they were building some super team, and look how terrible they are. They're awful. And so when you build these teams, rarely do you get the results. I can't think of a lot of teams in sports history that said, hey, we're all in. We've built some team where we've got a whole bunch of stars.
Just look at the Dodgers this year. The Dodgers went all in. They got Trey Turner, they got Max Scherzer, and they couldn't pull it off.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it happens in every sport. Mid-season all in, that's a difficult one too. I mean, because obviously the Warriors went all in, got Durant. They were successful. But you've seen mid-season acquisitions like this. I can't think. I remember like Vince Young said, "Oh, we got a dream team, right, with the Eagles," and they were awful.
I was about to bring that
and
up.
they were awful. So yeah, I think and dude, when it happened, I said it here. I don't think Von Miller's a game changer. Like, I don't see that happening. It turns out Odell just duped everybody because he's still good, very good.
Yep.
And
he was faking.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, I don't know how he became how he playing the sympathy card. Like, like he was held hostage in Cleveland or something. I don't get that. Anyways, that's a whole different thing.
Well, go ahead.
No, all I'm saying is the moves they made, I was not impressed by. I didn't think Stafford was an upgrade over Goff, which, by the way, kind of still don't think it's that big of an upgrade. Von Miller hurt, missed the first game, took him time to get back. Odell Beckham, red zone target. McVay figured out, like, just throw him the balls in the end zone. And everything's worked out, man.
Yeah.
Everything is worked out.
Everything, including the Weddle
Even
thing.
Aaron Donald, the Weddle thing is just ridiculous. Like,
Right.
the fact that he's playing every single snap.
Did
he
you
actually
guys
made tackles yesterday, like big tackles.
Right.
The only basketball comparison to this that can be made is the Detroit Pistons traded for Rasheed Wallace all right before the trade deadline, and then they won the NBA championship. But outside of that,
yeah,
nothing.
Did you see last night on social media, just by chance, our boy Fat Tony somehow not somehow, he was visiting Disneyland yesterday. So he's in Anaheim, right? And he texts Weddle after the game, like, yo, congrats, what are you doing? And Weddle's like, yeah, we're all going out for dinner. And Fat Tony's like, well, we're going to come. So Fat Tony, our boy, goes and has dinner last night with Weddle and his squad. And, I haven't called Weddle. I haven't texted Weddle since he went back to the Rams. But over these next few days, I think we're going to try and give Weddle, try and see if we can put something together with Weddle and get him on the air. What do you guys think?
Sure.
I think his story is amazing. I really do. And we'll start to get into some of the videos and take a look at what happened here this weekend. So for those of you that are listening on radio, you'll have to come to the YouTube 7 o'clock tonight on the Cox Yorview Network. Okay, Alex, we good right now?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to take a second here to talk about some of our sponsors, and I'll start off
I
with
was pulling up the Fat Tony.
Oh, you're pulling up the picture? All right, good.
Yeah.
Pull that up and give me 1 minute to just discuss for a second. iThriveMD, ithrivemd.com/Kaplan. Last week, Dr. Damani was on. Previous to that, DJ Gay, the former San Diego State superstar, was on. Previous to that, Dr. Maxey was on. And we're going to keep it going because I'm telling everybody right now, like today, I got to do this online. I'm signing up for a half marathon. I got to get myself back into shape. I got to lose weight. I feel fine. I feel good and healthy. I've been taking my testosterone treatments from iThrive. I'll take an NAD injection when I go. Last time I was there, I got a full intravenous bag of vitamins that, Dr. Damani was talking last week, how what we eat, our bodies don't really absorb all the nutrients. And that's why intravenous vitamins are such a good thing for your overall health. So I just want to say to everybody, I'm committed. I'm kind of like in that mode of get through the Super Bowl. I'm committed to get myself back into better shape. I'm committed to staying healthy and trying to be as young as I can and live as long as I can, as healthy as I can. You can too. iThriveMD. It's more than just testosterone or NAD or intravenous vitamins. I love these pre-cancer screenings. You want to know what's going on in your body. There are so many things that iThriveMD can do for you to keep you young, healthy, your longevity, etc. Go on to their website, ithrivemd.com/Kaplan, 858-240-1497, 858-240-1497. Make an appointment. All right, did you find that picture of Fat Tony and Weddle?
Yes.
Yeah. Here he is. Look at him. This is last night. Fat Tony. Yo, Weddle, what are you up to, man? Going to dinner after the big win? Okay, we're going to come by. Come on by. And there's Weddle, NFT. There he is. Pretty good.
Man.
Pretty good. Not bad. Not
Crazy.
too bad. I know it is. I know. And I hate to
I thought it was over. I really did. I really did
game?
think the Niners were just going to keep running, keep pounding. Because I'm telling you, like, did you guys not feel that way? Like, they're just bullying the Rams into this win. It's not like the Niners are not like significantly better than the Rams by any means.
No, they're not.
But physically, like for 3 quarters, they were just bullying them. And they stopped.
Aaron Donald was doing nothing. Von Miller was really doing nothing. Leonard Floyd was really just running past the quarterback repeatedly. It looked like they were using a formula that worked against the Rams that they had used before. And for whatever reason, they stopped.
In the last 3 drives, the Niners went 6 for 36, 6 plays, 36 yards. And that's the last time Debo touched the ball. Caught a ball for 12 yards. And Mitchell caught a ball for 20. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, the next drive, 3 plays, -5 yards. And the final play, 3 plays, interception.
Yeah. Listen, Aaron Donald on the sideline, I don't know what he said. I wasn't able to read lips, okay? But you can only imagine. Here's a guy who's on his home field, who's 2 weeks away from playing in the Super Bowl on his home field, who's looking at all of his teammates going, come on. We can't lose to these guys for the third straight time this season. We can't lose to these guys 7 straight times. We got to take our energy level to a dip. We got to take it up, and we got to make plays. And I got to say, Rams defense stepped up, made a bunch of plays. Rams offense scored points that needed to be scored, obviously, because they were down. And before you know it, you've got an NFC Championship celebration on the field at SoFi Stadium with a lot of pissed off Niner fans hitting the exit. And every Rams fan, it seemed, stayed and finally was heard from. Or so it seemed.
It seemed. Yeah. Are you going full LA cap now for the next 2 weeks?
Describe what full LA cap means.
Like, he just spent the whole time defending the Rams fans. Of course, he already doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's in midweek form.
Are you going fan? Is what I'm saying. Are you going Rams fan?
Well, I'm excited for the Rams, and if I'm being really honest, I'm kind of selfish because with my whole LA life that I'm living up there, the better the Rams do and making it to the Super Bowl, it's better for business. So just like you were talking about, Browner, that this is good for Rams business, this is good for our business too. Stick around. We got so much more to get to from yesterday's NFC Championship game. This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studio.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Catch the action as St. Augustine takes on Mission Bay February 4th at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable. From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health.
I'm Erica Cardenas. On the next episode of Your Health, we're kicking off the new year with healthy lifestyle tips. We tackle and bust health myths and need-to-know education about the COVID-19 vaccine.
Watch Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living, Mondays at 9 on YourView.
I founded Driveway Auction after working in the automotive industry, becoming a dealer and questioning the process that puts consumers at a huge disadvantage when selling their cars.
The big difference between Driveway and the other services is that Driveway works for you. If you've ever tried to sell a car, you know that it's an awful process that makes you either go and meet strangers in parking lots to take test drives or sit at the dealership for hours and hours while they wear you down. Driveway eliminated all of that.
With Driveway Auction, we come to you, so we complete the 40-point vehicle inspection from the comfort and convenience of your own driveway.
We send an independent third-party inspector to take measurements of the car, take pictures of it, evaluate the condition.
But we use that information to advocate for you, using our network of buyers to compete. And when they compete, you win.
They take over the whole process, and you don't have to do anything.
Our clients get more money and a better process with Driveway.
Everybody at Driveway made me feel so comfortable during the whole process. It was a great experience.
Prospect Home Finance is a mortgage company. We specialize in residential refinances and home purchases. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, if you're going out looking for a pre-approval, to buy a new home, meet with the realtor. We would help you facilitate that and walk you through the process from A to Z. We specialize in getting homeowners loans for their dream home, but we also do more than that. So today we came down to Ocean Beach, partnered up with Surfrider, and had some team members come down here from Prospect, all pitched together, and had quite a bit of trash to clean up.
It's really heartening to see people come out and really care for the waterways.
It was great getting out here, and we're going to do it again soon. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community of San Diego. So if you have any ideas or need any help or support in any way, visit us at homefinance.com.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live games, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Explore the Southwest lifestyle, the culture, the music, the food, y más. Join hosts J.R. Cardenas and Vanessa Ramirez on Su Vida.
Welcome to 2022. Did you make a New Year's resolution?
We have the top 10 most popular and our advice on the next Su Vida.
Watch Su Vida Sunday night at 7 on YourView and YourView.com. Catch the action as St. Augustine takes on Mission Bay February 4th at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
When doors open for kids, they change lives. For over 75 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater San Diego has been opening its doors to provide a safe place for kids whenever they are out of school. A place with caring mentors and opportunities to focus on academic success, healthy lifestyles, and character building. At the club, we do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid that walks through our doors by inspiring, empowering, and changing lives.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
University of San Diego men's basketball got the win against LMU on Saturday. The win continues the Toreros' strong West Coast Conference play start and was a sweep of LMU on the regular season. It was USD's second sweep of the season, their first coming against Pepperdine. Joey Calcaterra had 16 points, while Josh Parrish had 12 points, and Marcus Erlington had 11 points and a game-high 8 rebounds. USD trailed early in the game but took control late in the second half to get the win. LMU came close in the final minute, but the USD defense was able to hold them off. The Toreros are 13-9 overall and 6-3 in WCC play. Next up, USD will take on Gonzaga on Thursday. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by YourView.
Prospect Home Finance, San Diego's mortgage leader, is celebrating 15 years of happy clients. HomeFinance.com is the go-to resource online or on your mobile device to discover your best home loan options.
Hi, I'm Jason Bondrak, CEO at Prospect Home Finance. I want to say thank you to all of our clients, both past and future. As part of our 15-year anniversary, we'll close your home loan in 15 business days.
Start your easy home finance process today at HomeFinance.com.
When California weather conditions create a high risk for wildfires, electric companies may shut off power in some neighborhoods as a precaution. These public safety power shutoffs could affect homes and businesses and interrupt power to your home, devices, and even our Cox facilities. During a PSPS, we'll work hard to keep customers connected to their Cox services in conditions that are safe for you, our employees, and our community. For information and updates, follow us on Twitter and visit Cox.com.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
All right, great friends. It's a Monday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. We come to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com, just 7 minutes from downtown San Diego. And I know a lot of you guys love blackjack and poker. And I know we all love great food and booze. So you got Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. You got a smoke-free environment if you love to play table games. Come on down, 7 Mile Casino, 7milecasino.com. All right, Grande, Brown Man. We have been talking mostly so far about the NFC Championship game. We will get to the AFC Championship game for sure. Because, Browner, listen, I get a lot of heat as LA Cap for not just like cheerleading and sucking up to Matt Stafford the day he was traded to the Rams. I had my questions about Matthew Stafford. I saw him put up stats in Detroit. I didn't see him win a lot of games in Detroit. I know he had some talent at some point in that time, but I just didn't see Matthew Stafford as having the ability individually to elevate a franchise. And I always compared Matthew Stafford and his time in Detroit to Phillip Rivers and his time in San Diego. Phillip Rivers put up huge stats. And in the early part of his career, he played in a lot of playoff games. But later on, Phillip Rivers individually was not able to overcome the crappy organization that he played for. And Matthew Stafford was in a very similar situation. But when Stafford came to the Rams, I remember asking him directly, why should guys in the locker room just believe in you and follow your lead? This isn't Tom Brady showing up in Tampa with 6 Super Bowl rings and now he's got 7. Tom Brady walks into the locker room, you say, whatever you tell us to do, Tom, that's what we're going to do. Matthew Stafford walks into the locker room, you're like, hey, you've had a really nice career, but you haven't won a lot of games. So join what we do, not we all follow you. Tom Brady taught the Buccaneers how to win. Matthew Stafford joined a team that already had a winning culture, I'll call it. So I doubted Matthew Stafford, no question about it. I definitely doubted Sean McVay and said, look, Sean McVay controlled Jared Goff, had him playing like a robot and never gave that guy any freedom on the field. And I'm not sure that it would have changed things, but Matthew Stafford's a different kind of player, a veteran player, somebody you say, hey, go do your thing. I know you've been around, you've seen these kinds of things. So I think that McVay did a good job of letting him loose. But on the other hand, at times during the season, I thought McVay went a little too Norv Turner and got away from running the ball and only passing the ball. So I doubted Stafford. I doubted McVay. When they brought in Von Miller, I was like, he's hurt. He's not the same guy. And he's coming to the Rams with kind of a storyline following him from Denver, where he was essentially threatening the organization that if players don't give him money for the Halloween party that he was throwing, he's going to blow the locker room up. So there were question marks about Von Miller. And then obviously Odell Beckham. I mean, what he did in Cleveland made him look like a locker room cancer and a diva and a selfish player who doesn't care about the team or winning. He only cares about himself and getting to Hollywood. And guess what? He proved me wrong too. He absolutely proved me wrong because from all accounts, he's a good teammate. He's been very professional. He's been incredibly productive. And he looks like a guy who cares about winning. So these moves of Stafford that I doubted, of Von Miller that I wasn't sure about, of Odell Beckham that I really had a strong opinion, I didn't like the move, and even Eric Weddle, desperation coming out of retirement, all of these storylines that I know I doubted have all shown, I mean, they've all worked. So, you know, I love this storyline. I love this Rams story, and I really hope that they finish it off because, again, there's the selfish part of me, that San Diego part of me that goes, if the Rams win the Super Bowl in SoFi Stadium, the Chargers will be set back by 20 years. And I like that. I do.
That's like a given. I only doubted Matthew Stafford. I always liked Sean McVay as a coach. I always liked Odell Beckham Jr. as a wide receiver. I wasn't here or there about Von Miller. Like I thought it was anytime you can get a good player for a draft pick, which is a blank slate, give me the player. So I liked the moves. I liked all the moves. I just didn't know that they would all gel together and manifest. I knew Odell was good. I did. And I was saying that when he got there. It was just a matter of them trying to find a way to work him in. Robert Woods being hurt kind of, I think, threw that off another couple of weeks. And now he's found his groove. I think the Rams have found their groove with him, and he's found their groove. And I think they're riding out. They're riding smooth now, man. I love the Odell Beckham move. I told you.
I think I had more questions. Obviously, me and Browner and Scott, we've been telling you about Stafford. We have many of it.
Yeah, and he almost Stafford it, by the way.
We have many years of experience with old Matthew. So I think the questions, obviously, you saw the ball yesterday. Like it's still in him.
It was why. It was a why.
I had a
ball.
lot of
Why?
questions. There's a lot of questions though too about Sean McVay, the ability to come back, the ability to make adjustments in game. You know, his record is not good when trailing at halftime. We all know this. Yesterday, your boy Sedano tweeted out a crazy stat. I didn't even know this, but did you see it?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, okay. So here, so the Rams were 1-23 when trailing by double digits in the second half under McVay, and the only win he mentioned was the 2018 Conference Championship against the Saints, which was a controversial finish. Many people will remember that. And now, because of the win yesterday, he's now McVay 2-23
Right.
when trailing by 10 points, and both of his wins when trailing by double digits, both of his wins were in NFC Championship games, which is remarkable.
So he adjusts when it matters. Yeah, we'll see what happens on the Super Bowl because, dude, one thing that the Bengals have proven, they can adjust in game. They can easily adjust in game. And, I think that we don't have to talk Super Bowl yet, but that matchup's going to be interesting because the Bengals offensive line is hot garbage and the Rams defensive line is probably their strength. So that'll be an interesting thing. But I'm just genuinely like when I'm like overall, when I'm looking at what happened, I'm just shocked more than anything. Like Grande Damas ended. I picked the Niners and I picked the Chiefs. So that's over. Grande Damas has officially come to an end because I genuinely thought the Niners were just going to do what they did for the first 3 quarters, make it ugly, pound the ball, don't give it to Jimmy G, don't let him make mistakes. And I really thought the Chiefs, dude, they were up 21-3. I was like, oh, I'm looking smart there.
Yep.
And I don't know what the hell happened over there, but
Well, I'll tell you, man, I said to my girlfriend at the bar, I said, hey, 21-3, this game's over. And she said, you always say that. She goes, none of these games are ever over. She's like, you say a game's over and they're not over. And when we were coming up to Mammoth, I'm like, it's 21-21. And then it was like, this game's going to overtime. She's like, you always say these games are over. They're never over in the NFL. Man, I mean, I got to give her credit. I mean,
dude, I had a late night on Saturday and then I had to be up early. I took cousin Nancy to the Burbank airport and then drove to San Diego after that. So I was back in San Diego like 11 in the morning yesterday. I was like, I'm going to take a quick nap and then I'm going to get ready for these games. That quick nap turned into a halftime nap and it's 21-3 or 21-3 and it's almost the second quarter when I wake up. I'm like, oh, I hadn't seen any of the game. So I went on Twitter. I started reading. The refs aren't calling a damn thing. They just forgot their flags is what the thing I got.
Which was a good thing.
And the Chiefs just looked like the Chiefs. Mahomes,
right.
Tyreek Hill, everybody looked like,
Kelsey looked great.
The Bengals have not been impressive their first 2 games, and they're just going to get their doors blown out. And they score a touchdown, and then the Chiefs do I think they just took the playbook straight out of Kellen Moore's hand, and they became the Cowboys because what the hell was that?
Well, the end of the first half
before halftime.
The end of the first half, when you have a chance to score points and you've got a sizable lead, whether it's 3 or it's 7, hey, look, there's only a couple seconds left. Let's just take the points and let's go to halftime. We're going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half. I sent a tweet that said, did the Chiefs get greedy? And some guy jumped me right away. He's like, you don't know what you're talking about. They get the ball right away. You're going for the kill shot. I'm like, that not scoring points on that last possession before halftime will come back to haunt the Chiefs, and it did. But let me get back to the NFC title game because a lot of videos and highlights we want to get to and dissect. We'll get there in 1 second. Look, we are 2 weeks away from the Super Bowl, but I do want you to just think about one thing. What's your game plan? Like, I know a lot of people have already hit me up with, hey, what are you doing for the Super Bowl? You want to come to this party? Are you going to the game? I'm like, listen, Super Bowl Sunday, I like to sit at home. I like to watch the entire presentation. Pre-game, the actual game telecast, television commercials, post-game. I like to take it all in, and I like to take it in at home. So what that's got me thinking is, what am I doing on Super Bowl Sunday for menu? And I want to just recommend to everybody, come on down and see our man, Brian Bushfield, down at West Coast BBQ Shop, westcoastbbqshop.com, 2330 Proctor Valley Road. For those of you that are watching on TV and you're in Orange County or in LA or in Santa Barbara and you're not driving down to Chula Vista, go onto their website, westcoastbbqshop.com. If you're looking for the big green egg in any size, if you are looking for a gas grill, if you just need grilling accessories, if you're looking for rubs or sauces, or you're looking to maybe design an outdoor kitchen. I mean, literally from the smallest stuff to the biggest stuff, that's West Coast BBQ Shop, westcoastbbqshop.com. And start thinking, because Super Bowl Sunday is less than 2 weeks away now. If you're hosting, you may want to go down to West Coast BBQ Shop and pick some stuff up. All right.
You may not want to. You gotta.
Yeah, you need to. It's not really a want, it's a need at this
You
point.
better.
Yeah. Yeah. Do what we're asking you to do.
Brown are there on Friday, right?
Big Brown in the house on
What?
Friday down at West Coast.
That's news to me. Okay.
Well, no, we did a thing
Glad I
with
know.
Brian. We had 3 things going on, 3 Fridays.
We have a meeting about this or something?
We did.
Yeah,
you
missed
didn't
it.
make it. You didn't make the meeting.
That's me being sarcastic. Of course I know I didn't make
Oh,
it.
okay. All right. You were down there. Alex is down there. I'm going down there. I think I'm going down on February 11th, the Friday before the Super Bowl. I think that's when I'm supposed to go down.
You're
Do the
supposed to
show.
go down, but unless you go to LA.
Are we taking odds on if you're actually going to go?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen yet. I mean, we may go to
Yeah.
LA. We may go on Radio Row. We may. I'm not sure.
I will be in LA on that Friday.
Well, first of all, let's. I was told we were not going. So what's this business about going to LA?
Well,
now?
you said
I
you
told
wouldn't
you
go.
guys, right? I told you guys as soon as I got the credential application, I was like, I'm probably gonna go for like a day, like just to go check it out. So I told you
And
guys.
now it turns out we're doing the show from there.
No, it hasn't been decided yet. We're just
I
trying to
said I
figure
would
it out.
probably do Friday from there,
Yeah, what's the look, Browner?
but
Let's
I'm
put
not
the
gonna do
face.
it from. I probably won't do the show from Radio Row because it's too complicated. It's too much internet. I was gonna do it from my buddy's house who lives near downtown LA.
That's some real Super Bowl coverage right there. I'm at my pal's house, who's in LA County. So I'm here at the Super
Here's
Bowl.
a Rams hat.
Yeah, I'm here at the Super Bowl now.
Hey man, I asked you 3 months ago. We going?
Well, listen, a couple things. One,
COVID.
Browner said he ain't going. Browner said, I'm not going
Yeah.
anywhere near that. I'm not going to be on Radio Row. I'm not taking that risk.
Not doing it.
And listen, all my ESPN colleagues up in LA, we had big plans. In fact, this Sunday, there was supposed to be a big award show. 1,000 tickets were sold, bailed on that. All the live broadcasts that were planned for around LA during the week of the Super Bowl, all bailed on. So here you have the Super Bowl in your hometown, and you're the flagship of the Rams, and you literally have 0 going on for the Super Bowl. 0.
Mm-hmm.
They'll change that. Omicron scared a bunch of people.
It did.
I think that fear is starting to subside.
I think
now.
you're right. I think you're right. All
Well,
right,
I
so-
think they're
I
like
think come
they're like
Thursday. Thursday of this week, people at ESPN emails will start circulating about, so the Rams are in the Super Bowl, so
Right.
we have to do something.
Maybe we should
And then
do
all these
something.
things will start showing up. Yeah.
exactly.
All right, so let's go to the highlights from yesterday's game, and let's take a look at some of the big plays and some of the things that happened during this game. For those of you that are listening on radio, I always encourage you to come to our YouTube show. For those of you that are on YouTube right now, make sure you get involved in our YouTube chat. And for those of you that are listening on radio that want to see what's going on, come watch the TV show tonight, 7 to 8 p.m. on Cox Your View, Channel 4 San Diego. That's our home base. All right, Grande, where do you want to start here? You want to jump right in? This is maybe one of the plays of the game. The Niners are up 17-14. There's under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Rams get the ball back, and the Rams are like, we got to drive to score to tie or take the lead, obviously. But it's 1st and 10. So what are the Rams going to do? Alex, if you don't mind, play it.
Chuck it deep.
That's right.
Stafford airs it out. Jefferson downfield. He's picked. No, dropped. Unbelievable. A drop by Jaquiski Tart, and he cannot believe it.
So I have kids, and their names are all starting with J. Jaquiski was one that never really came into, I just never, Jaquiski, you know?
It's a black man's
It's
name.
not, I don't
Carl.
know.
It's a combination of his mama and his
How do you
daddy.
know?
Sound it out.
Jaquiski?
Yeah.
And you know this?
That's a combo name. In black households, they combo the names, man. That's a combo name. That's why the names are crazy in black households.
You ever consider Jaquiski for any of your,
No.
No. I know you like J names.
No.
No, he just went with baby.
Jaquiski. Right.
Yeah.
That's
baby,
it.
Baby J.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, Jaquiski.
What are you doing?
Hey,
This
look,
guy, you
dude.
can't trust him with
Listen. Let me.
anything.
But you know the thing is this: if Stafford throws that pick, if Jaquiski, whatever,
Tart.
who I've never heard of before in my life, if Jaquiski Tart makes that pick, and San Francisco's offense comes back onto the field, and if they run the ball and take down the clock and score points, this game's probably headed towards being over.
Mm-hmm.
That was a monster play in the game. And I know Stafford will get a lot of credit for being where they are right now. Sometimes you need a little luck along the way. That was
He
a
better
very
send Jaworski a fruit basket.
He should. You're right. He should be sending Jaworski something.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, he
Send him a
he
call.
sent him an INT, but he refused it.
He did. He really did. He had
dude, that guy after said like, he said when the ball was in the air, he's like, oh, I get to be that guy that makes the play, and I didn't.
That's what happened to him up here.
Yeah, because it was
here, man.
it was such
Up
a
here.
that's how easy that interception was that he thought about it. It's like, oh, I get to be that guy.
Well, it was hanging up there
And then
in the
he
air
tried to
forever.
run. He tried to run before he caught it too.
He closed
It's
his
just
hands.
a disaster
He
at
closed
every
his
step.
hands, and then the ball hit. Oh man.
But here's the thing: when you talk about these quarterbacks and you talk about huge plays in the game, so while Stafford gets the lucky break, because I don't know who he's throwing the ball to, for a guy who's got a for a guy who's got a big arm and a guy who's got pretty solid accuracy, and a guy who's been really solid in the postseason.
They also said he was hurt.
I mean, listen,
Well,
to throw.
Fred Warner did almost kill him in the first
Yeah.
quarter.
Yeah.
Like that was the dirt. I don't know how. Like I was talking about buddies like, I'll show it. If Fred Warner like did not get suspended if they
Oh.
made it, like that was the dirtiest play that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and Fred Warner's a San Diego kid. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah,
He's also one of the best linebackers in the
Yeah,
league.
he went to. You'll have to check me on this. I'm 99% sure on it. He went to Mission Hills High School. I'm like I said, 99% sure. I'm like almost 100%. Mission Hills High School. I think he went and played his college ball at BYU. You'll have to check that one too. But I'm like
Correct.
certain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fred Warner is a young guy who was playing high school ball in San Diego like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. So, but that play where Stafford throws this bomb and it should have been picked off and it was a very careless throw is matched by Jimmy Garoppolo.
But it was the right throw though. He just underthrew it because Van Jefferson smoked that dude. Like Van Jefferson was ready to go. He had to
Play it
slow
one more
down
time.
and come back.
Let's take a look at it one more time then.
Stafford airs it out. Jefferson downfield. He's picked. No, dropped. Unbelievable. A drop by Jaworski Tart, and he cannot believe it.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
I
look
mean,
at-
Jefferson's got him. He's wide
Yeah.
open. Yeah. Just a
Honestly,
bad
he
throw.
might have been throwing it to Beckham. I just noticed Beckham right there.
They were
Yeah.
both open.
Yeah.
Right. They're
But
both there. They're both
I think
in
the throw was the correct decision. He just didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, bad ball. But then here's what happens later in the game is now it's Jimmy G's turn. And he comes onto the field and all eyes on Jimmy G. Is he going to lead the Niners to victory and create, a future quarterback controversy? Or is Jimmy G not going to be able to get the job done in crunch time when he's needed with his arm? And ultimately what happens is the Rams pick up the pressure from the defensive front, get their hands all over him, force him into a bad throw, which turns into an interception. And that's kind of game, set, match with a minute to go. Here, play this part of it because this is the opposite side.
Here it comes. Snap back to Garoppolo. Pocket crumbling. He spins out. He's hit. He's wrapped up. He flips it forward. It's tipped. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Aaron Donald got pressure on Garoppolo, and Traven Howard clinches the NFC Championship game.
There it is.
I don't know who 91. Nick, who's number 91?
The defensive lineman for the Rams?
Yes.
Big white guy?
Yes.
He's good.
He had a monster game.
Yep,
and
he's
the
good.
best play he did was right there. He tackled his own guy. Get down.
Yeah.
He tackled his own dude. Like, get down, dude.
The idea that people were bashing Jimmy Garoppolo and all these random folks were like, oh, Jimmy can do it. Look at his record. Look at his record. Look at his record. Look at the performance.
Well,
this is what I've always said. This is what I always say about it. Watch the games, man. People who really watch the games and don't overfan, I'm guilty of that sometimes, watch the game. You can see it. Whenever he started to run, nothing good happened.
Yeah.
Nothing good happened. Whenever he started running, it was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, this turned into a whole controversy last week, right? I mean, you have Mina Kimes on ESPN, who's a very smart, observant football analyst. Doesn't matter that she did or didn't play. Doesn't matter that she's female, not male. And then you have Jeff Garcia, San Diego guy, who's probably tuning in right now, who rips her because how dare she have a strong opinion about Jimmy G when she's never played quarterback in the NFL before. And that turned into a storm for Garcia. Like, hey, Jeff.
And then he snapped on a local radio station, the Fan up in San Francisco.
He did?
Went off.
He did?
Yeah, he went off.
About which subject?
He hung up on him.
Oh, really? Because they were giving him a hard time about it?
I guess they called him and asked him about it. They told him that they were going to ask him about it before the interview started. He came on and asked him about it, and he flipped out and then hung up on him.
Well, I mean, he's probably driving around San Diego listening right now. I mean, bottom line, bro, listen, let me give you a piece of advice. In the world of Me Too, okay, you don't rip female analysts just because they're female analysts. If you want to say, hey, I disagree with her opinion, and I have a what I would call a more informed opinion because I played the position, then that's fine. Disagree. But to rip somebody in this world at this time, man, you are just asking for all kinds of trouble. And then the ESPN pile-on comes. So, hey, stick around, everybody. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. Lots more to get to from the weekend. And also a lot of other storylines from the weekend. Stick around. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Alive and Well at Your View want to send you and a guest on a fabulous vacation in Hawaii. You'll stay at the luxurious Fairmont Orchid Hawaii and experience their award-winning spa. Enjoy acres of gardens, waterfalls, an oceanfront pool, and white sand beach. Winners will also receive Sambucol Black Elderberry products to complete your wellness journey. Visit aliveandwell.tv for your chance to win.
Catch the action as St. Augustine takes on Mission Bay February 4th at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
Prospect Home Finance, San Diego's mortgage leader, is celebrating 15 years of happy clients. HomeFinance.com is the go-to resource online or on your mobile device to discover your best home loan options.
Hi, I'm Jason Bondrak, CEO at Prospect Home Finance. I want to say thank you to all of our clients, both past and future. As part of our 15-year anniversary, we'll close your home loan in 15 business days.
Start your easy home finance process today at HomeFinance.com.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
University of San Diego men's basketball got the win against LMU on Saturday. The win continues the Toreros' strong West Coast Conference play start and was a sweep of LMU on the regular season. It was USD's second sweep of the season, their first coming against Pepperdine. Joey Calcaterra had 16 points, while Josh Parrish had 12 points, and Marcus Erlington had 11 points and a game-high 8 rebounds. USD trailed early in the game but took control late in the second half to get the win. LMU came close in the final minute, but the USD defense was able to hold them off. The Toreros are 13-9 overall and 6-3 in WCC play. Next up, USD will take on Gonzaga on Thursday. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
.1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live game, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Today, we proudly held the ribbon cutting ceremony for our new office in La Jolla, California. Here we are in the Merrill Lynch building, right in the middle of the village, and really, really happy to be part of this neighborhood. This is really special to Prospect in that it almost signifies the fact that we've grown up officially. We have survived the past 15 years by being very agile. We come to this one amazing location from 3 separate offices. So it's fantastic having everyone under one roof. This is going to do wonders in terms of streamlining our operations, being able to communicate with someone down the hall as opposed to someone who's several blocks away is going to be terrific. Our CEO, Jason Vondrak, he's a very humble person, but I know this day really, really means a lot to him in that he has led this company for 15 years, and he started this business out of a studio apartment, and look where we are now. That's huge. I think this new space signifies just endless possibilities for Prospects. I mean, we're headquartered in La Jolla, but we do business all around the country. So our goal is to be licensed to offer home financing in all 50 states, and we're well on our way.
Prospect Home Finance. Fast, friendly, affordable.
I founded Driveway Auction after working in the automotive industry, becoming a dealer and questioning the process that puts consumers at a huge disadvantage when selling their cars.
The big difference between Driveway and the other services is that Driveway works for you. If you've ever tried to sell a car, you know that it's an awful process that makes you either go and meet strangers in parking lots to take test drives or sit at the dealership for hours and hours while they wear you down. Driveway eliminated all of that.
With Driveway Auction, we come to you, so we complete the 40-point vehicle inspection from the comfort and convenience of your own driveway.
We send an independent third-party inspector to take measurements of the car, take pictures of it, evaluate the condition.
But we use that information to advocate for you, using our network of buyers to compete. And when they compete, you win.
They take over the whole process, and you don't have to do anything.
Our clients get more money and a better process with Driveway.
Everybody at Driveway made me feel so comfortable during the whole process. It was a great experience.
Prospect Home Finance is a mortgage company. We specialize in residential refinances and home purchases. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. If you're going out looking for a pre-approval to buy a new home, meet with the realtor, we would help you facilitate that and walk you through the process from A to Z. We specialize in getting homeowners loans for their dream home, but we also do more than that. So today we came down to Ocean Beach, partnered up with Surfrider, and had some team members come down here from Prospect, all pitched together, and had quite a bit of trash to clean up.
It's really heartening to see people come out and really care for the waterways.
It was great getting out here, and we're going to do it again soon. We're always looking for ways to give back to the community of San Diego. So if you have any ideas or need any help or support in any way, visit us at homefinance.com.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas. Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life.
I'm Jane Klaus, and on the next Creative Living, we're talking about making positive changes in your lifestyle to kick off the new year. And a new career path for 2022 that could have you traveling the country.
Watch Creative Living, Sunday night at 8:30 on YourView and YourView.com. Creative Living. Imagine what you can do. Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community.
Hi, I'm Erica Cardenas. Join me on the next Doing More as we celebrate Black History Month with recognition of African American history, culture, and perseverance.
Watch Doing More, Sunday night at 6 on YourView and YourView.com. If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on your view, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. And visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Welcome to 2022. Did you make a New Year's resolution?
We have the top 10 most popular and our advice
For what it's worth.
on how you can actually stick with them today on Su Vida.